In this video, I will continue to talk about the link between accelerated aging and baldness. And so we will go to more details, and I will disclose my hypothesis. I hope you watched my previous shorter video on the subject. Then, as always, to save your time, please download the presentation as PDF file from the link in the description, and then you will get access to the sources of information. And I always work with scientific publications. I read a lot. This is part of my profession because I'm doctor in science, and specifically in physics and mathematics. At least I can think logically, and this is a part of my professional skill, to read publications, to find explanation, and then to propose idea, and to check this idea in experiment. And if it is confirmed by experiment, then it is true, or if it is not, okay, develop other idea, etc., etc., and steps to truth. This is how it works for me, and this I don't trust actually anybody. I mean, I can trust some brilliant scientists, but not to medical professionals, because medical professionals are not scientists. I see that they don't have ability to think logically, unfortunately, and they don't have time to read scientific publications, so their vision is just very limited. They are drug sellers. So, okay, let's go. If you see this underlined text, you can click on it and you will get to the definition of the term and a little bit more information, and make more own research with this. I propose, because what works for me may will not work for you. I'm not medical professional. Again, I'm not giving your advice, because maybe you take some medications or whatever. I know maybe your diet is different from mine, so it's very complicated stuff. But my goal is my own rejuvenation. My goal is to live as long as possible. And actually, what is works, is that in my opinion, people are supposed to live forever. But we are aging and we're dying. Why? Again, if we understand why it is happening, okay, we can probably slow down aging and live 1,000 years or forever, okay, whatever. Let's see, it is not easy, but it's possible. So I discussed the topic of hair aging, terminal hair loss, and the regrowth in 3 my older videos. It is you can click on them and you go to videos, and link to the presentation as PDF files are as always in the descriptions of the videos. Okay, even in the name of the problem, androgenetic alopecia is clear misunderstanding of the problem, clear indication that medical professionals cannot think logically. So they relate alopecia, balding, to hormones. Absolutely wrong. I will show you that it's absolutely wrong. Well, because high interest in this topic, I provide you with further information and my tentative explanation of why men are losing hair and what we can do about this. I'm not losing hair. I'm fine. My hair are getting thicker, and even I see some return of natural color to my hair. But I want to try something more, because this topic is related to aging, and then I didn't try some methods and some supplements, and I want to introduce them and to see what is happening. It is risky, because I do experiments on my body, so it is a little bit complicated. And again, if you decide to do experiments with your body, it is your responsibility, not mine. Okay, so I will provide you with further information and my tentative explanation of why men are losing hair and what we can do about this. My hypothesis is that male pattern androgenic alopecia, genetic alopecia, again, I am completely disagree with this connection of alopecia with hormones. It is wrong. It is, again, it shows that medical care has no connection to science, no connection to logic, okay? So again, I don't ask medical professionals for help, and I stay healthy for last 25 years or maybe longer, and I'm quite fine with this. It's absolutely, I don't need any medical help. I don't trust them at all, Okay, if I have problem, I try to find a solution, reading scientific publications, because this is my profession. This is what I do always. Okay, let's go. Okay, my hypothesis is that this alopecia is the result of chronic hypoxia in the scalp, which leads to oxidative stress, inflammation, accumulation of senescent cells, collagen deposition near hair follicles, loss of elasticity in scalp skin, and eventually fibrosis. Fibrosis of skin restricts follicle growth depth, leading to hair follicle miniaturization and eventually male pattern baldness. Okay, in normal conditions, blood goes through the capillaries and blood vessels, and they can dilate, can improve blood flow. But if it is acute hypoxia, so because of, for example, that blood vessels are not dilated, it is acute hypoxia can develop. But if it is with fibrosis around, and then fibrosis is make the blood vessels narrower, then you have this development of chronic hypoxia and all the relations to this. It was discovered that castration stops the development of the alopecia unless castrates receive testosterone treatment. Also, estrogen injections in castrates have shown significant hair recovery beyond what is expected. And this is evidence-based medicine, okay? They say, oh, yeah, it is testosterone because castrates don't lose hair, and injections of estrogen result in growth of hair. Super. And then they they came to this idea to connect testosterone level to the baldness. Wow. Yeah. No. Okay. We will go in, further deeper. Then the official opinion of medical professionals was expressed that the baldness and alopecia is influenced by high level of androgens, particularly dihydrotestosterone, DHT, which is a derivative of testosterone. Finasteride, yeah, okay, there is such a medication, tested orally, again, blocks the conversion of to testosterone to active form, DHT, and helps to regrow hair. It is also was accident discovery. And evidence-based medicine is works, so they see that somehow accidentally discover the connection between some medication and the result. Oh, if it works, okay, then this can be used as to reduce problems, to symptoms. Okay, so finasteride is actually medication for the chemical castration of men, because again, if you have testosterone itself, it is linked to albumin in your blood. It doesn't work. You need active testosterone, and DHT is active testosterone. Okay, so if you suppress this conversion of testosterone to dihydrotestosterone, then it doesn't work. Interestingly, the common side effects include decreased body hair, breast swelling. So it is again, if you have this estrogen or reduced testosterone, your body hair, secondary body hair, you're losing, because men have secondary body hair normally, and they have facial hair, but women not. Again, it is castration, it is turning a man to a woman. Okay, then what else? Breast swelling and deposition of subcutaneous fat in the pattern specific to females. However, high level of DHT are not the root of case of this alopecia. It is my opinion. Okay, I am doctor. I can think logically. This is what I derived from scientific publications. Okay, this is what is happening. You take the finasteride, you chemically castrate it. Your body turns to this. As the best, maybe to this or even this shape, and but your hair will grow better. So is it worthwhile to try? Okay, it's up to you. Studies have found that 37% of these baldness sufferers showed significant inflammation and fibrosis surrounding thinning hair follicles and increased collagen deposition near the hair follicles. Okay, again. Fibrosis, development of fibrosis. Many scientific publications indicate on need. Balding areas have near fourfold increase in collagen fibers. And alopecia incidence increases with age while level of DHT in older men drop. Why? Again, logically thinking, if level of DHT, level of testosterone relatively stable, it depends on your diet mostly. As if you have enough cholesterol, then DHT, testosterone, pardon, level are okay. I mean, complete testosterone. But DHT, conversion of testosterone to DHT drops in older men, this is experimental fact, and then, yeah, but if DHT drops in older men, why older men suffer from alopecia more than young men? Why? No logic, no, this medical professional cannot make 2 + 2, cannot. Paradoxically, this alopecia is mostly isolated to specific regions of the scalp, while secondary body and facial hair continue to grow. Genes are certainly a factor in alopecia. However, one male of genetically identical twins may bald significantly faster than his counterparts. Okay, indication that environment and diet, or this is so-called epigenetics, play roles in the alopecia. Also, why do the most transplanted donor hair follicles survive 1 year after hair transplantation? If DHT is a problem, then why transplanted hair survive? This again, no explanation, even no idea to no interest to explain it, but it can be explained. Okay, but again, what doctors say that high level of testosterone, for example, with testosterone replacement therapy, leads to balding. Why? Again, they say, okay, because of DHT higher level. Okay, nice. Study, okay, this, as I always indicate, the most important cause of aging is stiffening of blood vessels due to the destruction of elastin fibers, the replacement of elastin by collagen, the cross-linking of collagen fibers with sugar molecules, and calcification of the blood vessels. You see, the sequence of events leading to aging. It is in baldness. It is general sequence. It is working everywhere, but somehow in your scalp it works. It may start to work earlier, so you can start to lose hair in young age. Why? Again, there is connection between accelerated aging and baldness. Okay, so stiffening of blood vessels lead to compromised blood flow, chronic hypoxia, oxidative stress, inflammation, fibrosis of tissues, and eventually death of the human body. This is, again, in my vision, this is why we die. If we understand it, if we understand reasons why stiffening is happening, if we can reverse it, we can live forever. And with no problem, with no health problem at all. Hypoxia was detected in the frontal scalp regions of men suffering from alopecia. The balding scalp sites have 40% lower oxygen levels than the not balding site. Again, this is quite a clear indication of hypoxia, chronic hypoxia. Again, anybody pay attention? Autopsy suggests that calcification of the capillaries, which provide oxygen and nutrients to hair follicles, may contribute to the alopecia progression. Yes, again, calcification, as you see, it is the last stage of blood vessel stiffening. It is, if you have calcification of blood vessels, it is already done. To reverse this already very difficult. Okay, so better prevent the stiffening. But if it is already calcification, wow, I'm sorry. So what is happening? Again, first, what is glucose in the blood reacts with collagen fibers, cross-link them, and cross-link collagen losing elasticity. But first step, it is destruction of collagen. Destruction of elastin and replacement of elastin with collagen. Because if there is inflammation, then fibroblasts, special cells, produce collagen, and then in large amounts. and the accumulation of this collagen make all the tissue around the follicle stiff. Okay, what else? We didn't pay attention, and there are not many publications on it, but calcium oxalate crystals can be found in the walls of coronary arteries. It is in all organs. We don't pay attention, and so-called balanced diet, healthy diet, includes these oxalates. And if you consume oxalates, this is contributes to baldness. This contributes to aging. So think about this. The progression of baldness is related to skin thinning and stiffening. Again, use clear indication, scientific publication. So my idea, I just go through publication, develop this idea. I cannot, I don't do all research. I try to find what is already discovered in past by other people, and then to go next step, or at least to use this data, to use these findings in my own rejuvenation. Women on average have a thicker layer of subcutaneous fat and thicker skin, including the skin on scalp. Testosterone deficiency caused by castration increases the accumulation of subcutaneous fat and skin thickening. Yes, okay. This is why women have better hair. At least with high level of estrogen, they have good hair. Then when estrogen drops, then they can have problem. Finasteride reduces DHT levels to castrate levels and causes skin thickening. Yes, if there is no testosterone, man gets converted to women, and what is happening? Side effects. It is subcutaneous fat deposition everywhere, including your scalp. A daily oral finasteride dose on 1 milligram reduces scalp DHT by 64% and serum DHT by 68%. It is again, it is in all your body. DHT is produced in your testicles, and mostly, if so, you have to take it orally if you decide to do it. Okay, if you trust medical professionals, okay, take this finasteride, no problem. It is your problem, not mine. It is interesting that 0.05% of finasteride solution topically applied to the scalp was well absorbed, but no changes in serum testosterone were observed, and there was no effect on hair regrowth. Okay, it is not topical treatment. It is, you have to change your body from man to woman, then it will work. Okay, if you're happy to get human body of a woman, okay, go on. So this is good picture. Again, I always give a link to the picture, and you can go to the publication, click on the picture, go to the publication. What is happening? You see, if you have this subcutaneous fat, this adipose tissue is soft by definition. Fat is soft. So for follicle, it is easy to grow through the fat. Okay, then it grows deeper, and also adipose tissue have a lot of capillaries, blood capillaries, and then you have good supply of nutrients to the growing hair. This is why women, especially young women with fat deposition everywhere, it is again natural. I like it again, but. But this is why they have good hair mostly. Okay? Increased incidence of benign prostatic hyperplasia, or it is like a swelling of the prostate gland, a condition characterized by enlarged prostate gland, and prostate cancer have been also associated with this alopecia. Alopecia could be an early marker of this enlarged prostate gland. Okay, this again. I will not go now in the explanation to why this enlarged prostate. Pardon me. Sorry, I have explanation, and I had this problem. I managed with this. There was problem. My father developed this problem, and it was he had surgery, and this prostate gland was removed. And again, It is crazy. Okay, that time I didn't work on in the field. I didn't know what to do. But when it started to me, it is like nocturia and not much problem. But I was scared to death, and I tried to find solution. And I got it. I got it. Now it's problem. No problem. Always fine. Always fine. So I don't need medical professionals at all. So finasteride also prescribed to treat BPH. Okay, women don't have prostate gland. If you stop testosterone, well, okay, then you don't have prostate gland. You don't need it. In addition, severe this alopecia had a high correlation with other important risk factors of aging, including increased body mass index, hypertension, dyslipidemia. I don't know what is it, and diabetes, but you can read the publication. Oral intake of finasteride 5 mg per day results in problem with decreased libido, erective dysfunction, swelling of the breast and legs, skin irritation or itching. I love to be a man, you know. Men are aging like wine. Women are aging like sour milk. Okay, this I'm 67 this year, and I love it. I love my body functioning quite well. I love and so everything fine in my life. So I don't want to be transformed to a female, and especially with breast and thick legs and all fat deposition and erective dysfunction. It would be terrible. It would be terrible. Why to live forever or 1,000 years if you develop all these problems? But these all problems all are symptoms of aging. And why it is happening? Okay, it is again I was explaining what is the root cause, and all these problems again actually problems that you're losing DHT. You're losing DHT, you're getting castrated, and then you're getting the swelling of breast and legs, the same like finasteride. DHT suppression induces muscular atrophy and bone fracture risk. Okay, yes, this is the risk you take. This is swelling of the prostate gland, normal, swelled. I tell you what, okay, it's other topic. I was explaining it already, but in my other videos, but it is accumulation of senescent cells in the prostate gland. You stop accumulation of the senescent cells, all gone. Of course, elasticity of the bladder is, contributes. If you have, with age, elasticity of the bladder is reduced, so you cannot do it like in younger age, unfortunately. So it is yet for me a lot to work to return the elasticity to the bladder or to all tissues, but I try. Fibrosis and calcification are commonly observed in the arteries of patients suffering from atherosclerosis and heart disease. Of course, it is all the symptom of aging. Studies suggest that a relation between alopecia and heart disease. Of course, again, the same reason, the same cause, the same root cause, to my understanding. But somehow these medical professionals don't know. They don't even try to explain it. So an early onset of alopecia may be predictive for heart disease. Of course, this is what I say. Alopecia is related to accelerated aging. If you have alopecia in 20 years old, you are not supposed to live long. You have to do something with your diet and with your lifestyle. On average, cardiovascular disease develops 10 years earlier in males and females, leading to speculations that androgen and DHT in particular may be involved in cardiac disease pathology. Yeah, I love it. I love it. This is an example of thinking of these medical professionals. Oh, males live shorter than females. It is probably because of the testosterone. Okay, then we have to turn a man to female and they will live longer. No, I don't need this life as old woman. Bodybuilders who inject androgens or testosterone significantly increase their risk of arterial calcification. Yeah, it's happening, but again, the reason is different. Okay, the reason is that, okay, I will talk to this later. In mice, dose-dependent DHT and testosterone injections increase arterial calcification by 300-400%. Again, this I give this information, but again, it explains nothing. It explains nothing. Rats treated with testosterone expressed increased fibrosis in hard tissues. Yeah, okay, so just mind. Yeah, I didn't pay attention. I put this slide just to show you that what is important for you. It is important to keep your epithelium layer in your guts intact and healthy. Health of your guts is absolutely important. Health of your guts and health of your epithelium, endothelium layer in the blood vessels and blood-brain barrier. You destroy this layers, epithelium, endothelium, and blood-brain barrier, you are done. Okay, you will die, or you develop all the problem like cancer, heart disease. Oh wow, it's okay. This is so important. I knew about this. I tried to do what I can, but maybe I didn't pay much attention on it. I want to go deeper to this. To prevent the development of atherosclerosis, plaques, deposits, and calcification of our aorta, Dr. Linus Pauling recommended intakes of at least 6 gram or even 18 gram of ascorbic acid orally, combined with 3 to 6 gram of L-lysine. Okay, so you can read. And this person I trust. Part of my education was quantum physics, and quantum chemistry was also, but only 6 months. We were getting lectures on quantum chemistry. I only got the impression that it is so much more complicated than quantum physics. Quantum physics already not easy, but quantum chemistry, it is something absolutely fantastic in how difficult it is, and he's complete genius. Complete genius, and he resolved many problems and explained why chemical reactions go this way or that way, and his contribution is huge in biochemistry. Yeah, I love this person. I trust him completely. Not medical professional, but him. And I started. Somehow I used ascorbic acid, but lysine I didn't take, so I started to add lysine, because lysine you can get from protein. So, but it is essential amino acids actually. Yeah, you cannot get from diet enough. Okay, so again, the publication, you can go to the publication, tentatively explains the therapeutic effect of ascorbate and lysine supplementation by reducing the thickness of low density lipoprotein, also called bad cholesterol. Indeed, if this lipoprotein particles contain oxidized polyunsaturated fatty acid, and if you buy and consume this vegetable oils, they already oxidized. Okay, then you get a problem. You get this oxidized PUFAs, polyunsaturated fatty acids, and they may stick to the inside of small blood vessels in the wall of big arteries. Okay, it's pictures. I have some videos on it explaining, but again, the problem, oxidation of the polyunsaturated fatty acids. Okay, you try to use saturated fatty acids, and everything will be so much better with your health. Okay, but it's my opinion. You can do whatever you want. Okay, then development of cardiovascular diseases seem to be accelerated in people who consume polyunsaturated fats without adequate vitamin E. Yes, of course, vitamin E will slow down oxidation of PUFAs, but if they are already oxidized, then no help. Vitamin E is an antioxidant which dissolves in fats and reduces oxidation of PUFAs. Okay, this is a genius. He absolute genius. He got Nobel Prize for his contribution to quantum chemistry. Absolute genius. I love him. Unfortunately, as many scientists he didn't pay much attention to his health. And you see, and he came to the ideas to use ascorbates and lysine in the end, at the end of his life, and it already didn't help much. He died at the age of 1885 from cancer, because ascorbic acid is not a cure for cancer. It has to be combined with diet, with lifestyle. He didn't do it. Again, he was a busy person, and maybe he didn't want to live too long. I don't know, but unfortunately, his opinion is so much different from recommendation of this WHO and medical professionals, so much different, but I trust him, not medical professionals, okay? What is happening? My explanation is different, okay? I respect him, I love him, but this explanation that lysine stops reduce sticking of this polyunsaturated fatty acids in this bad cholesterol. It is, to my opinion, yeah, it's a little bit okay. It works, but there is other subject which I love more. So elastin fibers have as rubber molecules the same. They are like fibers. Elastin molecules are long, and so that's. But what is you see red color links between them? It is lysine molecules. So when it is stretched, lysine molecules keep them, and then and it is snapping back. And if it is relaxing, go back, and lysine is absolutely necessary for production of elastin fibers. And we stop producing elastin fibers in age of early adulthood. Maybe 18 years, 16 years old, we already cannot produce elastin fibers. We produce tropoelastin, but no elastin fibers. So, and to reduce to reverse aging, you have to start to produce elastin fibers. So, to my opinion, he was accidentally discovered that, of course, this I don't have any problem with his experiment. It is okay, but additional effect which he didn't pay much attention. It is that elastin was improved, elastin was produced, and long term. But if it is elastin is very long living polymer, and to produce it, it also takes years and years. There was no long experiments, and he was not able to check it. But I believe that elastin and ascorbic acid and also glycine and maybe proline. Proline is so, but glycine, lysine, and lysine and ascorbic acid absolutely necessary if you want to live long. I tried to. Actually I started to do it. Yeah, it is question of experiments to find out what amount you need and what else you need to grow elastin fibers. It is not only this, it's complicated problem. Okay, again, you see here, lysine is cross-linking this elastin fibers, okay? Elastin fibers, you have microfibrils, and you have this cross-links, okay? You can go deeper. I didn't go much deeper, but again, what I got the idea that we need supplementation of ascorbic acid and lysine and glycine. The study 26, showed that vitamin C supplements of only 5 gram or half gram increased longevity in men by almost 6 years, and somewhat lesser improvement in women. Why in women less? I don't know. Because probably men suffer from this calcification more than women. This vitamin C actually dissolves this accumulation of calcium salts in blood vessels. So maybe it is because of this, and women not suffer so much. Why? I don't know, I cannot explain, but whatever. Ascorbates, which are salts and esters of L-ascorbic acids, are required and used up to make elastin and collagen. Okay, this is we need it. Which are most abundant protein in the human body. Collagen mostly abundant, but elastin most important probably. Also, supplements of glycine and L-lysine are important for elastin fiber production. Intake of ascorbates may be beneficial of preventing or slowing down the development of coronary artery calcification. Vitamin C has been shown to enhance endothelium function and synthesis and angiogenesis, growth of new blood vessels. Okay. Vitamin C helps to grow new capillaries and to improve blood flow, because more capillaries, less resistance to blood flow, everything good. More supply of oxygen and nutrients to tissues. Vitamin C absolutely necessary. Okay, then angiogenesis. This is growth new vessel. You can go and you can read this again. He was complete genius. He got 2 Nobel Prizes, but most important is his contribution to quantum chemistry, of course. Okay, acute and chronic supplementation of vitamin C may increase elasticity of large arteries and blood flow. Yeah, okay, this is true. Yeah, this is true. I just want to remind you that endothelium cells is single layer inside on the inside of blood vessels. So if it is damaged, you will die from any infection, because all viruses and the bacteria go through the blood vessels, go to the tissues and multiply, and then you're sick. And then okay, so vitamin C, as you see, increases synthesis of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is very potent vasodilator. Nitric oxide is released by endothelium cells. So this is what I say. If you want to live long, you need health of your endothelium layer and epithelium layer in guts. Health of blood vessels and also lymph vessels and also your guts of paramount importance. You have to do anything what is possible to improve it. And what's happening if it is enough vitamin C, then capillaries are growing and they supply enough of blood and oxygen nutrients. But what is happening again, stiffness of the tissues leads to hypoxia. Yeah, this is a problem. In aging is related to hypoxia. Hypoxia causes aging. Actually, hypoxia is caused aging. But okay, they correlate. Transport of ascorbate through the cell membrane requires extracellular oxidation of ascorbate to the oxidized form of vitamin C. This is DHA, dehydroascorbic acid. Again, it is oxidized form. Ascorbic acid can be oxidized two times. But it has to be oxidized in blood first to dehydroascorbic acid. Then it can get through the special channel to the cell, and then but inside the cell is reduced back to ascorbate. You need this. This is again, you need natural antioxidant inside the cell to do this reaction. And DHA in glucose share the same transporter channels in the cell membrane. Therefore, the transport of DHA can be completely inhibited by high level of glucose in the blood. Because again, guys, you stay on standard or so-called healthy diet, you rely on glucose as a source of energy. You don't have enough of vitamin C. And if you turn to other diet like ketogenic diet or carnivore diet, then your level of glucose is reduced. then you don't need so much ascorbic acid in blood. So it is also you're getting this dihydroascorbic acid from fresh or fresh meat. If you eat fresh meat, it will give you this enough of dihydroascorbic acid, but also if you cook it not much, then some amount of dihydroascorbic acid gets from meat. But to my opinion, this if to follow protocol of venous pooling, then you need a lot of ascorbic acid. You cannot get. Okay, let's go. Inside the cell, so therefore transport of it is also true for blood-brain barrier. So complete inhibition of transport of this ascorbic acid or dihydroascorbic acid by high glucose levels during diabetes likely reduces vitamin C uptake to insignificant levels. Yes. Then you have all the problems. Okay. All the problem. Vitamin C plays a very important role in your body. However, it's important to note that the Linus Pauling protocol recommends daily doses of vitamin C and lysine as supplements that are much higher than what you can be obtained through a typical diet. There is huge opposition of medical experts, medical professionals to using of this protocol of Linus Pauling. Yeah, huge opposition. What is recommended? Half gram per day. Of course, if you take too much of vitamin C in one dose, you will get diarrhea and or it's not nice. So but also mind that vitamin C is very quickly removed from our body with urine by kidneys. So every 4 hours it is gone. So if you take, so you have to separate your daily dose to small portions and use it in portions, let's say. Also, it was accidentally discovered that topical minoxidil may help some men, not all, may help some men to regrow recently lost hair. Minoxidil is a medication used for the treatment of high blood pressure. It is a vasodilator and improves blood flow in the scalp. These treatments are commonly used together with mesotherapy and hair transplant surgery for alopecia. 38% of participants applying 5% minoxidil form twice daily reported some hair regrowth. Okay, you see, not all. Why? Okay, but however, reports suggest that 95% of the minoxidil users aged in 2040, it is young age actually, voluntarily discontinued treatment by 12 months, so in a year, with 66.5% of these withdrawals reporting low effect of treatment. Yes, if you have already a fibrosis development, nothing will help. Okay, nothing. Minoxidil is only dilates the blood vessels to some extent. But if it is already a fibrosis developed or calcification of the blood vessels already, so they cannot dilate, or if you have a high level of glucose in the blood, it just doesn't work. So this can be explained by my hypothesis: dilating blood vessels and increased blood flow are irreversibly compromised when calcification of blood vessels and fibrosis in the skin develop. This is what I'm talking. Okay, so minoxidil, it is recommended. Oh, with many pictures, the advertisement are huge. Oh, yeah, you use minoxidil, and it is available, and 5% normally in PEG or propanol or whatever other solvents available, but don't expect much of it. Yeah, so it's also available for oral treatment. If you take it orally, all your body, it is the hair on all your body will grow better. And I was talking in previous videos that maybe minoxidil is good to reverse agent, to reverse this hypoxia, but again, pardon about the noise. Maybe, but more experiments is necessary. I'm thinking maybe try orally, and what the effect will be, I don't know, but okay, whatever. Research has shown that regular endurance aerobic exercise can lead to improvement in vascular function, elasticity, and bioavailability of nitric oxide, which is vasodilator that helps to improve blood flow and reduce arterial stiffness in humans. Long-term endurance training can reduce blood pressure and improve vascular elasticity. In sedentary humans, arterial stiffness in the central cardiothoracic circulation increases with advanced age, even in healthy men. And okay, so again, if you don't do any physical activity, of course, the stiffness develops much quicker. So this again, cheap and easy. Regular endurance exercise. This is the key for your rejuvenation, actually. So this suggests that regular endurance exercise may help to slow the aging process of vascular system and reduce the risk of age-related disease. And swimming is an attractive form of aerobic exercise because it is easily accessible, inexpensive, and isotonic. Yeah, I swim almost every day in fins for 2 hours and cycling, and again, it is important. It is important to do it in old age. And again, this is a part of rejuvenation of your body, and then if your body gets rejuvenated, you will get also hair growing better. Because losing hair is the part of aging, accelerated aging. During each bout of resistant exercise, arterial blood pressure is known to increase, sometimes to very high levels. These acute intermittent elevations in blood pressure, arterial blood pressure during resistant exercise may have altered the arterial structure and thickening of the arterial wall, thereby causing arterial stiffening. Again, look at these bodybuilders. If they do only resistance exercise, then they don't live long. Why they don't live long? Because the thickening of the arterial wall, blood flow is not going well. With chronic hypoxia develops in early age. Some of them die 50 years old, even 30 years old. So I was explaining what to do and how to grow muscles and simultaneously stop aging with exercises. We may expect that in contrast to resistance exercise, regular and long aerobic exercise can help reverse balding. Yes, this is what I say. So you reverse aging, you reverse the losing hair. Regular aerobic exercise could be additive to the effects of lifestyle modification, such as following a ketogenic diet. I highly recommend it. Drinking sour milk. If you cannot digest lactose, okay, drinking sour milk. But for me, no problem to drink raw milk, or it's just normal milk. And I have no problem with lactose. And but we need this. We need this proteins from milk. So implementing the Linus Pauling protocol, again, this is my opinion. You can follow medical professionals. They strongly oppose to this protocol. Why? Because it makes you healthy, and they're losing clients. This is business. Why to lose clients? Better to convince you to continue to follow their recommendations, and get sick and addicted to expensive treatments and drugs. Yeah, I follow Linus Pauling. He is a genius. He is absolute genius. So regular visits to sauna, also recommended. Topical treatment with minoxidil. If you already at some stage, if you already old, if you have this fibrosis, nothing help. But mesotherapy, it can be mesotherapy. Some level of injection of blood plasma may work, and hair transplant surgery, at least for a year or two, it works. So this mesotherapy, they inject some substances. Again, as I said, injecting of platelet rich blood plasma, of own plasma, it helps to make the skin thicker and soften. Scalp tension appears to match the pattern and progression of alopecia, where the highest tension points correspond to first places of alopecia onset. Okay, this were coming. Why people are getting alopecia? Why men are getting alopecia? Yeah, it is because not only thinner skin, but also tension. Why tension? Relaxing the tension increases cutaneous blood flow and efficiently promotes hair growth in 65% of patients with alopecia within 12 months. Okay, there are some methods to relax tension. Okay, some massage, whatever. Yeah, maybe a good idea. Steroid hormones like DHT promote facial and body hair growth. Yeah, okay, so you take this DHT, the testosterone replacement therapy, you promote hair growth, but not on your hair. Why? DHT stimulates bone growth. It is not much information about this, but yeah, it is so. It stimulates bone growth, which puts stress on capillary networks and may lead to reduced blood flow and hair follicle miniaturization. It is strange, sounds strange. It is not much available from literature, but if you see people who use testosterone replacement therapy, you certainly see that the skull is changing. Bones are growing, and bones are growing. Then these bodybuilders who use testosterone replacement therapy, they are losing hair. Why? Because growth of the bones increase tension in the skin of the scalp. Okay, it also makes skin thinner. This why yeah, you know that people, bodybuilders, they go through the so-called so burning of fat and diuretics, and to make skin so thin. And what will be the result? Losing hair. Okay, this is all connected, so it is easy. You reduce thickness of your hair, of your skin in the scalp, and increase tension, you lose hair. So it is also known that hair transplants survival rates can exceed 90% 1 year after surgery. Why? Indeed, this procedure includes transplantation of about 1 millimeter of tissue surrounding each hair. This tissue is not stiff because it is they take it from other areas of your somewhere, maybe body or whatever, and the other part, and it is not stiff. Skin is not stiff. So then this tissue is not stiff. Therefore, the hair follicle may grow deeper into the scalp and get better nutrients and oxygen supply. It will work for a year, maybe longer. Okay, roxythromycin suppresses the development of chronic inflammation and fibrosis by selectively killing senescent cells. Yeah, it is known. A topical 5% solution of roxythromycin effectively restores hair growth in about half of individuals with alopecia without any local or systemic adverse effect. Yeah. Clove essential oil is believed to have potential benefits for hair growth due to its antibacterial, antifungal properties. Again, when you don't think, but you have a lot of bacteria in your hair. Okay, they eat this fat, which is released by skin, and they produce inflammation. So you use antibacterial treatments. Would it be roxythromycin, which is antibiotic, or clove essential oil? Yeah, it will kill bacteria and it will reduce inflammation. Clove oil can be mixed with other oils such as castor oil or coconut oil and applied directly to the scalp to improve blood circulation and help nourish and condition of the hair follicles. Yeah, so some people use it, and it's recommended. It's easy to do and cheap. Derma rolling, it is micro needling and derma rolling. It is wounding. It is wounding skin little bit and produce inflammation. It is, of course, you have to be very careful, because inflammation improves blood flow. But if it is chronic inflammation, then you have development of the fibrosis, and so you have to be careful about this, not to get chronic inflammation, not to get fibrosis. But in short term, you will see the impact, you will see improvement. So also microneedling with minoxidil can be effective treatment for alopecia. Again, nobody did long tests, but for maybe a year it works. So, however, routine use of mesotherapy, which involving a technique involving injections or medication directly into the skin for hair growth, is not justified. It is experimental. It is very experimental. Despite advertisement, I can only maybe rely on the injection of blood plasma, of your own blood plasma to the skin. Then it may help a little bit, but some research suggests that intestinal epithelium, which is a layer of cells lining the gastrointestinal tract, plays an important role in regulation of inflammation and aging. Yes, this is what I was missing. I mean, I take care of my guts. It's relatively good, but for example, taking spices, too much spices will produce some problem. So improving too much spices. Some amount of spices, okay, it improves the taste of your food, but be careful, okay, be careful with this. Improving the health of the epithelium layer through a targeted intervention such as diet changes and supplementation may help reduce chronic inflammation and slow down the aging process. There is evidence suggesting that gut microbiota dysregulation play a key role in the development of chronic inflammation and aging related diseases. Yeah, so again, it's not much, I didn't go deep, but again, I repeat, this is so important to keep your epithelium layer in the guts healthy, and endothelium layer in blood vessels healthy. But also mind that epithelium layer in guts, it is not only one layer of cells, it is, I will see that, but the same endothelium cell layer in your blood vessels include glycolycs and include some mucus on it. So it is more complicated, and glucose, for example, destroys the mucus, and you have to be very careful about this. While more research is needed and to fully understand the mechanism involved, my personal opinion is that we have to use more prebiotics such as fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, and polyols, while avoiding insoluble dietary fibers. This I am quite clear. No dietary fibers, despite of recommendation of this healthy diet to use more dietary fibers, that they improve the microbiota. No. Why? Okay, we go to this picture. You see, in small intestine it is so, in the colon it is different, but you have this layer of mucus. It protects epithelium layer. Epithelium layer is so gentle. It can be, if you take fibers, the fibers are scratching and remove the mucus, they damage cells, you have development of inflammation, you have development of so-called leaky gut syndrome. And when bacteria and all the foreign proteins go to your blood vessels, I was explaining many times, they will go further, they will go to your blood-brain barrier, they will go inside of your tissues. So if it is a high level of glucose in the blood, then you have big problems, guys. So health of guts is very important. No fibers at all. Keep your gut healthy, but also probiotics necessary, okay? probiotics, not dietary fibers, but some probiotics, fermentable probiotics, which are not particles, which are just dissolvable in water, can help. Okay, the same in colon. So you have mucous layer which protects the endothelium, epithelium layer, epithelium layer. It is very, very important. So keep your gut healthy. This is the first line of your defense against the environment. First line. You destroy it, your immune system, this immune cells are a lot of here. You overload your immune system, you will suffer from consequences. Okay, all this and all. If it is leaky gut syndrome, then you have development of the psoriasis, autoimmune diseases, etc., and it eventually chronic inflammation, and chronic inflammation will accelerate your aging. Okay. So in conclusion, I may claim that my hypothesis that balding is related to compromised blood flow and development of fibrosis in the scalp is supported by many scientific publications. Again, I cannot make all these experiments, okay? I rely on the findings of other people, but it is okay, it is my profession to find the experimental observational confirmation of my ideas, and I see that it is confirmed. There are yet some not very clear points which I probably have to investigate to make more research about this prebiotics for maybe it's a lot of have to do, but yet again, chronic hypoxia caused by age-related stiffening of blood vessels is the root cause of aging. Therefore, slowing down and reversing the stiffness of blood vessels would also result in improved hair growth. Yeah, and I see it. I see it. My blood vessels, I can decide about elasticity of my blood vessels with measuring of blood pressure. So I explained it in my previous videos. Okay, so my pulse pressure, it is difference between the systolic and diastolic blood pressure is below 40. It is 36, right, like this. It is good. It is good for my age. Yeah. So people have 60. Normal is like 40, 45. But again, you're getting older. I was explaining it. This gap between systolic and diastolic blood pressure increases, and this corresponds to stiffening of blood vessels. I have not yet very elastic blood vessels like I used to have in 18 years old. Then my pulse pressure was below 30, was quite good. And my heartbeat rate, resting heartbeat rate is below 50. It's normally 48, maybe 51 some days, if it is resting, of course. But in my young age, it was below 40. And I know people, Superman, complete Superman, they have 35, 36, this incredibly strong heart. But yeah, problem that they have, my clients have also high blood pressure. So I hope to tell them what to do and avoid, for example, resistance training and use some this prebiotics, etc. So to reduce inflammation, etc. What works for me, again, I was explaining also what works for me. I removing this all these atherosclerotic plugs inside my blood vessels with special ferments, with enzymes, and then yeah, it works for me. But unfortunately, the situation is such that because of COVID and other regulations, I cannot send these enzymes to Western Europe, and war in Ukraine. Because of war in Ukraine, I cannot get more raw material, which was ecologically clean, and then I cannot produce more. For myself, I produce more than enough, but this I was thinking to help people but my research is not supported. Okay, I'm sorry, guys. I wish to help you, but it's not my problem. It is not because of me. If my research will be supported now, it is not, then more people will benefit from my findings. But for now, no, sorry. And at least I'm lucky that my channel is yet existing. I was getting warning from YouTube administration that my channel will be closed because I'm talking too much about these medical professionals and about this. I'm not conspiracy theorist. I believe that people degrade naturally. It is just biology. Okay, we have negative selection of people. So smart people don't have kids, and people with low IQ have more kids. This negative selection. But you see what is happening now. All this with this stress and all these wars and future disruption of supplies of food and international food supplies and product supplies. We are going to get very hard times of food shortage and unemployment and crisis, inflation, etc. So many people will not survive this time. But okay, whatever. This is why I'm in Thailand. At least it is hot here. I don't spend money on Heizung, on heating. In Germany, I paid only for water and heating almost 200 euro a month. And plus, I paid for normal one bedroom apartment. I paid 950 euro a month. It was good. It was good apartment. I love it. But in tax was more than 50%. And yeah, okay. Now in Thailand, I live in the middle of nowhere, in the countryside, and I pay for electricity with washing machine. Every day I use washing machine. I have two refrigerators, microwave oven. I have big house, 100 square meters with 3 bedrooms, and I pay $10 per month for electricity and for water and for municipal waste removing. Why not to live here? I love it. I love it. Definitely love it. Okay, some topical treatments that improve blood circulation in the scalp can be used together with microneedling and dermal rollers. We have to go more in this research. I was getting a lot of proposals like to use this blood plasma and other substances. Okay, I didn't try it personally, but there are certainly some methods to improve your skin. Mesotherapy, okay, with injection of platelet-rich plasma into the skin can improve skin elasticity. This was, quite proven. I trust this can work. So it's probably, if you make mesotherapy not only to the face but to the scalp, it will work. Hair implantation may be a promising procedure for hair recovery if the procedure is combined with improvement in blood circulation in the scalp. If you lost already hair, you cannot recover them, okay? But if you see that at least the rest of your hair getting better because blood circulation is better, this pulse pressure is dropping, and you see signs of rejuvenation, okay, then maybe time for hair implantation will come. Okay, these rollers are recommended. I have it, but I don't use it, actually, just because I'm lazy. And you can go to all these references, 50 references at all. A lot of, I spent a lot of time on it, yeah, it's unfortunate. Because, again, it is related to aging. I want to know, I want to also to see how this improvement of epithelium and endothelium layer can work for me, because it's again related. And I'm not medical professionals. I give you information. You do your own research. What works for me, maybe what not work for you. I have no idea what is your diet, what is your lifestyle. So your medical professional will give you the advising. Certainly you will not live too long. Sorry about this. But I accept it. I accept it. It is not because I'm afraid of death. No. I'm not afraid. I'm Christian. I know that I will get to a better place after my death. But from scientific viewpoint, I always like big projects that to improve health or life of many or millions and millions of people. And I did some inventions, which are supposed to improve life, but it was not somehow. I will not go into details, but somehow it is not always. It is people don't want to pay. This again, if you have some discovery now, people don't want to pay. It's a result of this devolution of people. People don't respect smart people at all. They don't see that smart people can help them to live better life. They don't appreciate it. If I do this research, I do it for myself because I don't expect you will help me. At least you can find, you can press button subscribe and press this button subscribe and the like button and bell button, but okay, up to you. I don't care. I didn't try to improve, to increase visitors to my channel because what for? What for? My own health is a priority. My own health. And again, if I want to live few thousand years or maybe a few hundred years, why? Because we are in the time, very hard time when our civilization is collapsing. It is certainly maybe a question of 2-3 years. Some people say that it 2028, so it's about maybe 3-5 years after. There will be a huge change. And artificial intelligence is also contributes to this. I love it, I use it, but artificial intelligence, you will cancel many jobs. There will be huge, this huge unemployment and people will suffer certainly. And this, so it is big, it is question, it is maybe information for another video, but again, we are coming to very hard times. And I know that people will suffer. I will suffer. I already suffer. Okay, I accept it. But for me, it is a scientific problem, and I want to resolve it. I want to get solution because I'm a scientist. I'm a crazy person. I'm crazy. I'm addicted to make science. So for me, it will be a lot of satisfaction to find solution and to prove it with my own life. That I will live longer than 130 years, maybe a few hundred years, and why not? Even with suffering, again, I accept it. I accept that life will be nightmare. Sorry, and to die and would be easier, but I want to go through and see new civilization. The birth of new civilization will be, in my understanding, the mix of computers with humans, and all will be changed. And humans mostly, in my opinion, humans mostly will be infertile, and there will be artificial breeding, and only smartest people will be grown in artificial womb. There will be, so women will lose their role in society. They will be not appreciated. Will they exist or not? It is good question, because if you have sex robots, and why you need this? Why you have to spend money on a woman or a wife? Of course, nowadays good family is the key for to grow good kids. But in future, I don't know. I don't know. Nowadays, women are so unreliable. You take care of them, you provide for them, and yet they are ready to betray you. I was married 3 times, I know, and I had some girlfriends. About girlfriends, I just even don't. They can betray you just very easy, very easy. They always believe that they can find better men than me. I'm not the best man. I know people who better than me, like Linus Pauling, genius. I just, it is, my teachers, I love my teachers also, who taught me about the science. So a lot of better people, but If they break with me, they never find a better man. Or maybe they stay with some man for a while, but then all their life is crushed. I can explain why. It is not because of me. I try to stay friends with these women. If they break with me, I don't care. Okay, it's not my problem. But they somehow think that people are stupid. People are not stupid. If you live in society, they watch you. And if you don't follow simple rules, you cannot betray a person who was taking good care of you. You just cannot. And women don't understand it. Okay, and if husband was taking good care, people appreciate it. They support such women. Good men also, it also for men. If a man has a good wife, then his value, his status in the society is growing. Everybody love good families. Okay, this we instinctively we understand that it is important for our society. But women don't understand it. Yeah, they always, oh, this man, okay, I will sleep with this man. Oh, that man, oh, fuck. Sorry, okay, sorry. I love women. I love women anyways. But just mind that they are just biological persons, which are biological creatures, different from men, different from us. So okay, and in future maybe we will have sex robots instead of women, and women will be equal to men. Girls, try to make money yourself. Try to find your place in society. Okay, I'm talking too much. Thank you for your time. It was very long video. I'm sorry. Sorry. I just cannot stop talking. Okay. Have a wonderful day. Ciao, ciao.